you improve the relationship? What's the key problems between Pakistan and Afghanistan, and how do you improve that trust between the two countries so that you can have some real stability in this region? Because neither one of you trust the other. So if you could please start, and then we'll work. Sorry, I've changed the discussion a little bit because I can.
Please. Any language can.
Any language you would like, as long as it's not foul.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yukhda Khan Bachim Kashirali has type up with the discussion Kikabla. If you would not interfere, young boy, the Pashtuns, they come here. Ladies and gentlemen, I first apologize for my very poor English. So if my English words vocabulary ended, I will get up to Urdu. If that ended, if that also didn't work, then I will get up to Pashto, my mother language. I am being here under the pressure of the daughter of Asma Jahangir. She was the lady who ordered me to participate in this discussion. I have no preparations. My English is poor, but the topic, I object. Conflict, no. Genocide of people. It is not a conflict. It is a genocide of the Afghan people since 40 long years. So in this genocide, I think daily 200 people are being killed. So the first problem is not this one. I'm thankful to my sister. She discussed it in very detail. What Afghans are, my personal opinion, what they are punished for. I will just a little bit deviate from the topic. Before the coming of the civilized nations of Europe, after the Industrial Revolution, Afghans were the mini superpower of the region. Pakistan is a country, including both Punjabs, both Kashmirs, and even the suburbs of Delhi. They were the colonies of Afghanistan. From Oxus to Indus, this was Afghanistan. Great poet, Shair-e Mashriq, Allama Iqbal, in his poetry, उर्दू में वो फरमाते हैं, एक हूँ मुस्लिम हरम की इस पासबानी के लिए, नील की साहिल से लेकर ताब खाके काशगा. For your convenience, in this couplet, Allama Iqbal says, he gives us the boundaries of Islamic world, that all the Muslims are ready for the protection of Kaaba. They are from River Nile to the mountain of Kashgar. But practically what happened? Don't mind, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be, I'm just a student of history, I'm just telling you history. From Oxus to Indus, this was Afghanistan. When the civilized nations came here with a due apology, the entire Arab world subjugated, surrendered. The great Indian surrendered. Middle East, Iran, Far East, Indonesia, Malaysia, wherever the kalma was spoken, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, A single inch of land was not there which was not occupied by European forces. The only people who resisted our good English masters were the Afghans. And they did not surrender completely. The history of India by its own historian, 6 volumes. In that they say that the final 60, 70 years of war, actually it was between poor Afghans and British Empire. Unfortunately, the Hindus, the Sikhs, the Muslims, they became not only surrendered, but became the tools of British Empire to occupy Afghanistan for 17 long years. And then the Dural line was drawn. I don't go into detail. So Afghans, are they punished for this? That they love their freedom. They love their sovereignty. They love their land to be governed by their own people. So if this is, I request the civilized nation of the world. This conflict, which is not conflict, I say genocide, when the Soviet forces occupied Afghanistan, December 1978, 79. American and her allies, their stand was that a superpower, and they were correct, a superpower has occupied a very small nation. It has occupied, it has violated democracy, it has violated human rights. So we Americans, we are for the Afghan people. And the entire globe, excluding the Eskimos of Antarctica, they came to this conflict. European countries, America, this is my opinion, that we are not going to sacrifice our own children for the independence of Afghanistan. The Afghans said we have our heads, we have our sons, support us monetarily and with weapons. And Americans, with their allies, they really supported them with $7 or $8 billion in cash and money and fire, firepower. The Afghans heroically fought their war. 1 million people were tired. More than 1 million were injured. But the conflict, the war, didn't end. What is the situation now? What is the situation now? My dear guest and my chairperson should not mind it. The entire world, from America, all the continents, Africa, America, Asia, to the entire continents and their people are in debt to Afghan people. The war is going on. Where did you go? Islam went away. In this war, each and every people, each and every Communist China, Buddhist Japan, the entire Muslims, Jews, they all participated. India diplomatically, it was not involved in murdering people or involving her army, but she supported Afghanistan. Now, our genocide is going on. It is 20th century, I'm sorry. It's 20th century. Humanity and human beings are gone to that standard that they say kill wolves in so many numbers. The killing of jackals, the killing of leopards, the killing of very, very dangerous snakes, the killing of monkeys. It is limited. The killing of birds, pheasants. November, December, January, you can shoot a pheasant. No, don't shoot it. Are the Afghan people do the Afghan people don't have the right of pheasants? The right of jackals, the right of enemy, the right of dangerous snakes? It will not work. It will not work. Since 40 long years, everything in Afghanistan was done and performed under the auspices of the United Nations. So United Nations, its Security Council, and the entire world is bound to come and stop this conflict. They have the power. Each and every people, English blood, American blood, German blood, the blood of every continent is being, what do we say? Yeah. So that who are those people? Why they have that much insatiable blood thirst of Afghan people? That must be pointed out. Whoever they are not that much powerful. They are not that much powerful. The Security Council, all the atomic powers, they have the power to cordon up the neighbors of Pakistan, neighbors of Afghanistan, including Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, this and that, China. You will not interfere here. And then they must watch. Who is interfering? You must watch. And they have the power to stop them. We can't do it. What the hell can do? What my sister can do? What Karzai can do? What Ghani can do? If there had been a Nobel Peace Prize for the people who love their motherland, since the creation of Adam and Eve, this is my opinion, it might be wrong. Since the creation of Adam and Eve, 640 long war of very dangerous weapons has not been fought anywhere. Since 40 long years, mother of all bomb is being used. The only thing remain is the atomic bomb. Do you want to use that there? If there had been Nobel Peace Prize, I think the Afghans have this right, that the entire world should put off their hats and give them the Nobel Prize for
Mr. Achakzai, thank you very much. I just have one question for you, because we want to get to the other panelists as well. When you say, I just have one question, because we want to get to the other panelists as well. When you say Afghan, are you defining it according to geography, or how do you define Afghan? You said Oxus to Indus. Are you defining it as Pashtun, or are you defining it as...
Afghan,
in a word.
I told you, from Oxus to Indus, it was Afghanistan.
But are you defining it by geography? Geography or Pashtuns?
No, not Pashtun. No. Every single person, even here in the Pashtun area, this one of the Dual Line, every person who resides in the Pashtun area, either here or the Afghan state there, whose house in Pashto we call house Kor, and we call the grave Gor. Whoever person has got Kor and Gor in Afghanistan, whatever language he speaks, whatever creed he has, whatever color he has equal rights, like President Ghani, like my father, Mehmood Khan Achakzai, like me, like the Khalwa.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank Thank you so much. If I could, Mr. Sakhewal, now for those who I'm sure everybody does, Mr. Sakhewal was a former ambassador to Pakistan from Afghanistan. He's been in the government in Afghanistan. He's got a deep sense of what is happening with the peace